and celebrating the love in you. I welcome you all to this episode of Question Answer Session. Awareness is the key concept for everything. Every one of us has one life, and this life must be utilized to the best extent. And all we need for that is enhance our awareness to the best extent. And that's what I'm trying to do. Hope this session will teach wonderful lessons for you and me. And I hope God will bless me to guide you the right ideas and put before you the ideas which can really make your problems get solved. It's a simple, most of the times, how we have to ask questions. In what areas we have to ask questions? Why should we ask questions? This becomes a big question mark for most of the people. It's a very simple thing, friends, okay? Every time you get a problem, convert that problem into a question and keep it in your mind. Sometimes the problem will be troubling you so much. When the problem is troubling you so much, you have to seek for guidance immediately. See, simple concept you need to understand this is this. Something is appearing to you as a problem because that is beyond your maturity. So let's consider that your maturity is 10. The problem is in 15 or 20. So as your maturity is less than the challenge what you are facing, it appears to be a problem. Now, you may not gain all the awareness at once and increase your maturity to an extent of 20. Because we need to have an awareness about various things. So what we need to do is, immediately we need to seek the guidance of some mature personality who is having a maturity of 40 or 50. Now for him this does not appear like a problem because he must have experienced this already. Now he guides you. He gives you a suggestion. You have to implement that suggestion. In the process of implementing that suggestion, automatically your maturity increases to 20. Then no more this appears to you as a problem. That's it. And life teaches us everything that we need to learn in the same manner. So it gives us challenges. And most of the people, what happens is, every time they get a challenge, they sit and cry. They sit and worry, questioning themselves, crying before God or crying in a closed rooms. Why everything is happening to me like this? Why God is testing me? Why situations are not going in the way it is going for me? So in the process, they worry a lot. Worry always attracts negative thoughts. Negative thoughts create negative emotions. Negative emotions drive negative energies and create a mess in your life. But every time you get a challenge, understand that it's beyond your maturity. You need to enhance your maturity. And I keep telling this thought in every class, that is, every time you have a problem, there is something what you don't know. You need to discover that there is something what you don't know. And your focus must go towards knowing what you don't know. When you focus on knowing what you don't know, then automatically you enhance your maturity. So that is what Albert Einstein said. You can never solve a problem with the maturity with which it is created, because your problem is much beyond your maturity. So once you enhance your maturity, then alone you can solve the problem. And most of the people in this generation, what they do is, every time they get a problem, they divert their mind and make it occupied by watching a mobile, playing games on mobile, watching some videos, or surfing on internet, okay, going through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or chat with friends, move with friends, roam on roads, watch movies, okay. Do something so that the mind gets occupied in the process and they get relieved for some time. But they don't realize that the problem pops up again. Probably if a bigger problem comes in, this problem will not be seen much. But problem consistently goes on. But enjoying life comes with one thing. Every time you get a problem, look for a solution for it. Identify the solution by enhancing your maturity. Once you resolve the problem, that's not going to create any more worry for you. So let's say it's something like this. If there are some thorns pierced into your foot, so let's say 5 thorns, 10 thorns, you can just keep your leg on your bed and feel comfortable because you're not walking on floor, so it may not create pain for you because there is no pressure in that. So you can feel that I'm comfortable, but every time you get onto the floor, that's going to pain you. So if the number of thorns increase, the pain increases. But if you can take off every pain, okay, once it pierces into your body, then I think that's not going to suffer you. So problem is like a thorn in your foot. Take it off. Once you take it off, you're not going to experience that again. Okay? So one point what I would like to tell you is this. All the problems what you're facing must be converted into questions. If it is a serious problem, seek for guidance immediately. If it is not a serious problem, put that question in your mind. Keep reminding your mind about that question. Someday it will find an answer for that question. And you can get higher maturity than that. Once you have a higher maturity, you can resolve the problem in many people who are suffering from it. That would be a joy doing around. Okay? So, thank you so much. Let's jump into the questions and start working with this, friends. Okay? The first question is from Sagar. Why do people compromise? Is compromise life better or not? See, people compromise because they don't have hope that they can do anything better in life. If you have a clear-cut hope that you can create what you want, you will never compromise for anything you want in life. But you compromise in life just because you're not sure that you can get what you want. See, for example, I need some money and I would like to ask somebody for a help. And if I have faith that that fellow is going to give me, I'll go and ask him. But if I don't have faith that that fellow is going to give me, then automatically what happens is, I'll not ask him. So just like that, people don't have faith within themselves. See, we are human beings with enormous potentials. We have so much of potential within ourselves that we can do anything with the potential what we have. That is what Vivekananda said. All power is within you. You can do anything and everything. So it was not told by me or any other ordinary person. It was told by a proven personality. So you need to understand that all power is within you. But how will you discover the power that exists within you? By picking up the challenges. See, nobody knows until they try what they can really do in their lives. What miracles are going to happen out of their doings, no one knows. See, until I started my institute, I never knew that, okay, I can do this much business in my life. So greatness, doing has greatness in it. Because once you start doing, miracles start happening. That's what it said like this. Start by doing what is possible. Start by doing what you can. Then try to do what is possible. Suddenly, you will be doing the impossible. And that's true. So don't have a compromised life. There is nothing for you to get compromised. If you really need something in life, and if you feel that without that, okay, you're not going to take your life forward comfortably, then fight for it. So when you fight for it, you would get it. People don't have faith within themselves. See, the game is something like this. We have a conscious mind and we have a subconscious mind. Conscious mind is a logical mind. Subconscious mind is a creator. Conscious mind has a logic, but subconscious mind does not have a logic. It doesn't have any logic. If conscious mind says create this, it creates, that's all. Subconscious mind has no limitations to create anything it wants to create in life. There's nothing that subconscious mind cannot create on this earth. Anything can be created. Even our Purana says that we can create a new world. You can create a new universe by yourself even. And that's possible. So subconscious mind can create anything you want. It is just like a soil which can sprout any seed that is planted in it. But conscious mind has a logic. Conscious mind, based on the memory or based on the facts that happened in the past, based on the information that we gathered, it starts thinking logically, questioning logically. See, suppose you tell to your mind that you want to become a civil service aspirant, you want to crack IAS. Now, your subconscious mind knows how to do it. Your subconscious mind can get you to the information that will be asked in the next civil service question paper. It will make you study, it will make you reach out all the questions that will be asked in the civil service question paper, and it will make you get through the civil service question paper. That is what happens with everyone, okay, who clears it. Because just understand this, in such vast syllabus, it is never possible for a person to completely remember everything and go and take up the exam. But the person gets exposed to knowledge in such a manner that subconscious mind will pick up all the questions that will be asked in the examination and make the person familiar with it when he has confidence in the conscious mind. If conscious mind believes that he is going to clear civil services, automatically subconscious mind can do the job. But the biggest challenge for everyone is conscious mind depends on the memory what it carries. Probably right from our childhood days, we might have been listening from people saying that it is not possible. It's very difficult to crack. We need to work longer hours. We need to put 15 to 16 hours of work every day. We must be sharp in everything. We must be 100%er, topper of class. We must be very strong in writing. We must have good reading skill. We must be an voracious reader. We must be strong in current affairs. And you must be dynamic, that, this and all. Lot of things will say. We will just compare with someone saying that I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this. So with all this memory, with all this information, with all this content, conscious mind comes up with the logic. You don't have all this. Can you crack this? Now you just say, probably it's not possible for you. So your final answer is no. Automatically, subconscious mind dismissed it. So conscious mind said dismissed. So automatically now subconscious mind has to work in such a manner that you will never try for civil services. But if your conscious mind accepts it, you will rule out everything. It's okay, I may not be having that, but I will develop this. I may not be having this quality, I will develop this. I have 5 years of time to crack my exam. From now, I'll seriously work on it. I'll put day in and day out into this and start developing my skills. I'll surely get. I'm not going to worry about the information what this world told me. I believe, I know that I'm going to crack it. If your conscious mind is very clear and it says it's done, automatically subconscious mind will execute the same thing. All we need to understand is, if you think we can or if you think we can't, it's right. Because if you think we can, conscious mind decides it's possible, then automatically subconscious creates it. If you think we can't, now subconscious mind works in not creating it. So most of the people have challenge with conscious mind because the external world gives a lot of negative information. Probably if someone says it's not possible for us to become rich, we can never earn money. It's not so easy to earn money. It only comes to people who does some crime activities, bribe or involve into some kind of negative aspects. So they only can make a lot of money. Otherwise, we'll never make money. So if this information is told in the conscious mind, every time we think about becoming rich, okay, this information will pop up and give a logical question to us. We think, of course, it's not possible. Now your answer is no, I can't. Subconscious mind executes the same thing. It will never show you an option wherein you can create what you want in life. Got it, I suppose. So most of the people don't know this aspect. So what they do is they work hard, they strive hard, they put in longer hours of effort, they work very seriously, and in the process develop that faith in the conscious mind. Now the conscious mind believes that it is going to happen. And once it believes, subconscious mind creates it. And that's what we need to understand. See, initially I used to think that I'm not such a fantastic person wherein I can make a lot of money. So I used to think if I get 20,000-30,000 rupees a month, it's a very big deal. So it happened after 2-3 years of starting this institute. Then slowly I started, if I'm getting 50,000-60,000 in a month, okay, that's a very good thing, okay. I started getting it in the next 1 or 2 years, okay. Then I started thinking if I get 1 lakh rupees, okay, that's a fantastic thing. And I started getting in the next 2-3 years. And then I started thinking if it is 2 lakhs, that is going to be much fantastic, okay. Then I started getting it in next 2-3 years. But if I started thinking on the first day itself that I need 2 lakh rupees, I could have got it in 2-3 years. Because whatever the conscious mind believes, subconscious mind creates it. But conscious mind goes by information that is received by it from the external world. It's in the form of a memory, and that memory pops up and comes up with logic. So people think that it's not possible for them and compromise. So in compromise, we only get negative thoughts, right? We never get positive thoughts. Just understand everything in the sense of thoughts that come out of it. See, life must be calculated in a manner wherein anything that is going on, okay, what kind of thoughts come up out of that? So what kind of thoughts will be generated out of that? So if you can focus on that one aspect, then everything goes great. And that's where you need to focus, that's it. If we clearly know this, I think that's fantastic. We can resolve anything. But everything must be related with what kind of thoughts come if I do this. What kind of thoughts come if I do this? Because if the thoughts are positive, emotions are positive, experience of life is positive. But if the thoughts are negative, emotions are negative, and experience of life is negative, and it's very critical to handle. So somehow, whatever you are doing, let that thought be of positivity, that's it. So if I say I love somebody, positive thoughts will creep in. I hate somebody, negative thoughts will creep in. In any situation, so if I say I can, positive thoughts coming out of you. I can't, negative thoughts will come. Can I get a job? Negative thoughts will come. I can get a job, positive thoughts will come. Our friendship is going to be there forever. Positive thoughts will come. I don't think that we are going to be friends for a pretty long time. Negative thoughts will come. I can make money. Positive thoughts will come. Can I make money? Negative thoughts will come. I miss him so much. Negative thoughts will come. I'm thinking about him so much. Positive thoughts will come. God helps me so much. Positive thoughts will come. Okay, I don't think God helps me. I'm unlucky. Negative thoughts will come. So whatever that is happening, whatever you are doing, okay, see on the basis of the thoughts that come out of it. Okay, so compromise always creates negative thoughts. Is there a situation wherein any compromise creates a positive thought in your mind? So when it does not create a positive thought in your mind, it does not attract anything positive into your life. When it does not attract anything positive in your life, okay, no positive emotion in your life, why to go with it? Don't go for it. Never get compromised for what you want. You are potential enough wherein you can create anything that you want in life. God created you as a human being who can create anything it wants. Just understand what is possible for one is possible for everyone. If it is possible for one person, it's possible for everyone. You need to understand this, Sagar. So there's nothing like God did not create this fellow as an intelligent one, this fellow as a dullard, this fellow as a normal person, this fellow as an expert. Okay, this all doesn't happen. So God has created us in a manner wherein, okay, everyone is equal. Everyone is made up of the same substance. So what is possible for one is possible for everyone. But the first battle you need to fight is with the conscious mind. If you can convince your conscious mind, subconscious mind creates the logic. So all the miracles that happened in life happened to the people who could convince their conscious mind. Even the belief what people develop in God, that God is going to help them, is also convincing the conscious mind. And all the affirmations what people create is to convince the conscious mind. And all the chatter, all the communication, what people develop, okay, it's like, I'm going to win, I'm successful, I'm great, all these affirmations, okay, are going to make your conscious mind convinced and positive, so that subconscious mind executes it. So no compromise, Sagar, okay. The second question is you asked is this: is compromise life better or not? How can a compromised life be better? Because, so let's say, let me take one practical example. A girl and her mother goes to a shop. It's girl's birthday, so her mother wants to buy her a dress. So they go, keep watching different dresses. In the process of watching, the daughter identifies one dress which is really fantastic. She just goes, puts it, and just observes it, and looks very elegant in that dress, and immediately rushes to her mother saying that, okay, mommy, this is really fantastic. See how beautiful I am looking in this dress. By just putting it on her top. So automatically mother says, wow, it's really good for you, fantastic. So then a thought strikes in her mind, what must be the price of this? Then immediately she grabs the dress and looks at the price at the back. And that will be huge. Immediately mother says, this is okay, but I don't think this color fits in. This is not an exact match for you. I don't think it works good for you. Probably I'll pick up a very good one, and she'll pick up something which is definitely not good. Even the mother knows it, but the price is acceptable for her. So she accepts it, and she picks it up and says that this is best for you. You wear and see. The daughter says, no mommy, I don't like this. How did you like this? I really don't like this. I like that dress only. But mother shouts at her and says that, I know, right? You just do this. So why this is happening? Compromise. They are not able to spend the money what the dress is worth for. So in the process, her daughter will wear the dress what the mother has given, but she'll never be happy, because she never gets a positive thought. Even mother, every time the daughter wears that dress, okay, she also will be she'll never be happy, because that's not her choice. I told you, right? Everything that you are doing, balance it with the thought that come out of it. So compromise never creates a positive thought. So no compromise. Forget about compromise. Okay? Just fight for what you want. You may have some challenges. You may have some obstacles. Okay? You may have to fight for quite some time. You might have to face some challenges. But that's good. Go on with it. Because once you achieve it, okay, that's going to be an asset for lifetime. See, I enhanced my communication skills. And once I develop my communication skill, it's a skill that's going to be there with me forever. See, I developed an ability to answer questions of the students, and that's going to be there with me forever. So the character what I build, the confidence what I develop, the courage what I develop within me, everything is going to be there with me forever. And I suppose we are not supposed to leave that. Let's take it forward, friends. That's going to be a wonderful thing that we are going to do. Okay? So go on with it, Sagar. Never compromise for what you want. Even see, in the process of answering this question, I did not compromise. I gave you a complete answer because I should not feel later that I must have explained you everything. Okay? I hope you understood this. Here I do. Good evening. How are you, man? Thank you so much for your question. It's good to have one Ganesh statue in a village or town. But why put off Ganesh statues? How to be happy without any relationship to anyone? Okay, the first one. See, everyone is just a piece of flesh, nothing more than a piece of flesh. With this, we have to develop a kind of peace and happiness within, so that the experience of life will be wonderful. That's it. But people, with the money what they have, with the color complexion what they have, their height, their education, personality, car, house, bungalow, lot of other things what they have within themselves, what they do is they try to enhance their ego. They try to enhance their arrogance. So in order to satisfy that ego, in order to put forth that ego that I'm greater than someone, I can do something better than someone, I'm more good than others. Probably that fellow has put a statue of this much size, I must put something bigger than that. That fellow has come up with what I can say, 10 crackers he fight, I must fight 20 crackers. Because the ego within a person will make all this nonsense, asking him to fight to dominate the other person. In order to dominate the other person, people get distributed. So everyone wants to prove that he is better than other. See, but not knowing the truth that he can only be better than himself. I can only be better than what I was before. I can never be better than someone else. I can only be better than myself. But people don't understand this. Okay. In the process, what happens is their ego makes them to fight with different things. See, probably I know a family wherein one person decided to go for a house construction. Then almost all their relations, some have planned to go for a house construction. See, it's okay if they have money and go for it, okay. But just for the sake of proving that I also constructed a house, if you borrow a lot of money and construct a house and later struggle to pay it, okay, that makes no sense, right? So let our ego get suppressed. We need to understand that there's nothing absolutely we can do, okay. Even we cannot lift even our thumb. We need to get the support of God to lift it. So we are such a normal personality on this earth. If we can't realize this, when we don't realize this, we live in ego. And being in ego makes us lead our life like this. Okay. So it's okay. People who realize it, they live with that strategy. People who don't realize it, do not live with that strategy. But just accept what's happening in the society, because you are not supposed to worry for what's happening in that way. Okay? So how to be happy without any relationship to anyone? See, when you have a very good relationship with yourself, and I don't think that you need to have a relationship with anyone on this earth. And if you have a very good relationship with yourself, you can have a wonderful relationship with everyone. See, the greatness outside depends on greatness inside. So in order to have greatness inside, okay, if at all, if we have to have wonderful greatness within us, inside us, we need to work on enhancing ourselves greatly, that's it. So once we have greatness within, everything will be great outside. So if you are relating with yourself wonderfully, it's not you need to make friendship with everyone around you. You need to make friendship with yourself. You need to love yourself. You need to understand yourself. You need to accept yourself. Until and unless you accept yourself, you love yourself, you care for yourself, you have a wonderful thought process about yourself, you're not going to do that wonderfully outside. So people relate with friends because they think that they cannot create peace by themselves. If you think you cannot create peace by yourself, you look for somebody to give that peace for you. If you think you cannot be happy by yourself, you look for somebody who can make you happy. If you think you cannot make money by yourself, you look for somebody to help you in order to make money. If you think that you cannot get educated by yourself, you look for somebody to educate you. If you think that you cannot cook the food that you really want to eat, okay, then you depend on somebody to cook that food for you. See, most of the people go to restaurants and eat today because they think that they cannot cook that kind of food. But if they have that ability, I think they'll cook and enjoy eating it, and that will be a more pleasure than going to restaurant and eating. But why they are going to restaurant is because they don't think that they can create it by themselves. So everything starts with you. Relate with yourself first, then everyone gets related with you. So you're not able to relate with yourself just because you're not able to accept yourself as you are. You're looking into your limitations, not still looking into your greater things. You're not looking into the blessings what you have. You're not looking into the positive aspects that you carry within yourself. When you look into your blessings, when you look into the positive things that are there within yourself, then automatically you'll accept yourself. Once you accept yourself, okay, you can create miracles in your life. Probably, you know what Nick Vujayasek. Nick Vujayasek, almost till he was 15 or 16 years, he never accepted himself. So till the time he did not accept himself, he did not do anything great in his life. But once he accepted what he was, see, one day he realized and he accepted himself what he is. He realized that this is how my life is going to be and I'll be like this. So once he decided that he is going to be like this, okay, he decided that he had to accept. Because things won't change. Things will be the same. He does not have legs, he does not have legs. He does not have hands, he does not have hands. So he's not going to get them back again. He will be like that and he needs to lead his life like that. Now, once you accept yourself, the question arises, now what can I do with this body? What can I do with what I have? So when you start focusing on what you can do with what you have, then you start creating what you want to create with what you have. And there you gain everything. But people, when they don't accept themselves the way they are, then they're not going to create any kind of greatness in the external world. And that's where we need to understand and think that's it. There's nothing much with it. Thanks a lot for your question, Raidu. I hope relate with yourself, love yourself, accept yourself completely. Look into the positive prospects, count your blessings, never look into your troubles. Focus on what you have, never focus on what you don't have. Okay, have positive thoughts about yourself. Look into the good things that are happening in your life. Never look into the bad things. So keep your mind always positive with good information. Feed it comfortably and things will change. You will relate with yourself wonderfully. Once you have a wonderful relationship with yourself, you have a wonderful relationship with everyone around you. You need to understand this. Okay. Thank you, Raidu. Lokesh, good evening. Hope everything is going great with you, man. Please explain about mindset of an agnostic mind. A mindset is something like this. See, when a particular thing happens, our mind thinks in a particular way. Let's say, parents' mind will be tuned in such a manner that if a child gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning, sits with a book in his hand and sincerely reads it, the mind celebrates. If the child sleeps for longer hours, gets up around 7:30, automatically the mind gets troubled. That is mindset. If someone appreciates us, then we enjoy it. If someone corrects our mistakes, then automatically, okay, we get depressed. If someone accepts our mistakes, we feel good. But if they don't accept our mistake, we get troubled. Like this, I can give a lot of things. So you have designed a mindset and our mind responds to that. Probably, when a child gets up at 4 o'clock and starts reading with a book in his hand, why can't parents feel bad? This fellow is getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and holding a book in his hand and focusing on education. Why can't he focus on enhancing his health? Why don't he just do some yoga? Go out and practice some games? Feed his mind with some positive information rather than reading some textbooks, because they are going to be doing a very limited content for him. So they can even enjoy, okay, if a child goes out to a playground and starts playing a game, okay, once he gets up, instead of going for it. So in a similar manner, in every situation, we can make our mind think in a positive angle. See, everyone forces a child to study. When you force a child to study, automatically he dislikes education. He hates education. When he hates education, he doesn't have love towards it. So he doesn't try to risk anything, okay, in the process of education. But if the child by himself loves education, then nobody needs to get him motivated. He automatically sits with a book in his hand and go for it. See, today I know that Ganesh Nimarjanam is going outside, there will be a lot of crowd outside. There may be a disturbance on roads, okay, it may be creating this, that and all. But it is possible for me to take my question answer session forward. I did not want to miss the opportunity. Because I love doing it. So when you love doing something in your life, you pick up every option to do it. So what child needs is, he must develop love towards doing something. And all your trial must be to build that love towards that particular thing in a child. So you can change your mindset and slowly start. See, probably you're hating somebody. So immediately you can understand that there is a negative thought process that is there within your mind. So that's the reason why your mind is coming up with negative emotions, and you can start looking into the positive things. So let's say you're always focusing on negative things in a person, automatically you have set in your mind in a manner that you are looking into the negative things in that person. But now you can change a shift. See, initially I used to focus on what I don't have. Probably I don't have a car, I don't have own house, okay, I don't have very good friends, I don't have this, I don't have that. I used to always think about what I don't have. And that used to make me create a lot of trouble in my life. Then I shifted my thinking. I changed my mindset. I started focusing on what I have. I have eyes at least. There are crores of people who do not have eyes. I have ears. I have a tongue to speak. I have a wonderful voice to express what I want to express. I have good language skills. I have expression skills. I'm blessed with a wonderful family. I have wonderful children. I have comfortable food to eat. I started looking into the blessings. Now, wherever I go, when I see someone who is having something less than me, automatically I feel blessed. So God has given me this. I think Mahatreya says one sentence, okay? When you go before God and start praying Him with a statement that, why me for all these blessings? Not a statement, why me for all these troubles? So because everyone goes to God and comes up with a statement, why me for all these troubles? Naake enduki kastalanni. Now I changed my mindset and started accepting things as it is. So initially I was so arrogant and stubborn that my mindset was, if someone points me out, if someone blames me, or if someone scolds at me, I was worrying like anything. Now I'm easy to forgive others because I discovered that, okay, we forgive others not for the sake of others, but we forgive others for ourselves. If I forgive someone, okay, whom I hate, I'm going to be relieved. It's like yesterday one of my student Naik was telling a wonderful example. Hating others is like, we hate somebody, we are not forgiving somebody means we take poison and we want the other person to suffer for it. And that is senseless, right? When you take poison, who is going to suffer for it? It's you. Probably you think that, okay, I will take poison and that fellow will suffer for it. You stab yourself with a knife and think that the other fellow is going to suffer for it. Not forgiving somebody is just like that. So in every situation, your mind has a standard thinking process. Okay? So if that thinking process is not according to the situation it must be, now you have to change your mindset. You have to focus on the other things. See, initially, when someone's behavior is not good or when someone's communication is not good, I used to hate them. My mindset was like that. Then I made a shift in that. Okay, when someone's communication is not good or when someone's behavior is not good, I don't hate him, but I hate his thoughts. So once I started hating his thoughts, I'm okay for communication. I communicate with him and resolve the issue. But if I hate the person, I'm not going to be around him because I become very emotional. So initially, whenever there is a disturbance I get, okay, because of the behavior or communication of others, I used to think that the other person is the reason for that. His behavior or his communication is the reason for my suffering. But later, I changed my mindset and realized that other person's communication or other person's behavior is not the reason for my worry, but the reason for my worry is how I am thinking for the behavior and communication of the other person. So once I realized this, I had to change my thinking, okay, in order to handle my life. So we need to slowly change our mindset and bring it to a strategy wherein, I just told you in the beginning of this session, your mind always keeps thinking about positive things. So if your mind starts thinking about positive things, many students ask me this question, so how you think about things always positively? So if I don't, I immediately ask them the same question. If I don't think positively, okay, who is going to suffer? When I am going to suffer if I am not thinking positively, okay, then who has to make that correction? It's me, right? So your mind has a thinking part, and that is what we are calling it as mindset. Now what you have to do is you have to change that mindset. If you are not changing that mindset, automatically your mind is coming up with negative thoughts. So once your mind comes up with negative thoughts, it leads to negative feelings, it leads to negative emotions, it leads to negative energies, and it attracts all negative circumstances in your life and puts your life in a hell. But instead, if you change your thought process and make your mind to think positively in that particular situation, automatically what happens? You attract positive content into your life. So your feelings turn positive, your emotions turn positive, your energies turn positive, your body will be in a positive state and attract all positive circumstances, and life will be a joy to lead. That's better, right? So change your mindset. You can't go with that. Observe it, just change it. That's it. So all a person has to do is he must be conscious about how his mind is thinking. So once he's conscious and starts realizing that his mind is thinking like this in a particular situation, then it's wonderful. See, my daughter asked to see his mother's brother, uncle. So I had a kind of disturbance within me, like if I keep on asking him for doing some kind of support to her always, it may not be right. Like I had a lot of disturbance within myself, but still I can't trouble my daughter, because at least I can convince my wife's brother. So I asked him to go, and once my wife knew about it, she was very disturbed because her brother is being troubled and he's just taking a lot of risk in order to do something for her daughters. That immediately caught my attention and I got a bit disturbed. See, if I look from the angle of her, she loves her brother so much. Probably I can feel jealousy or selfish in this case. See, she is loving her brother so much than her children. This might be a painful thing for me, but I can't think like that, because if it is my brother or sister also, I may be the same. When it comes to us, we can't have one formality. When it comes to others, we cannot have another formality. It's like when Krishna asks Arjuna to shoot at Karna when he's just trying to pull up the wheel of the cart, when his back is towards Arjuna. So Karna immediately talks to Krishna and says, okay, why you are asking him to shoot, okay, isn't it adharma? Then Krishna says, okay, what happened to your dharma when you did a lot of nonsense in the past? You never spoke about dharma in that situations. You did all nonsense and you are the source for this war and the destruction that is being created, but you talk about dharma now. So we all will be like that. We all are like Karna. So we never focus on the adharma what we are doing, but we want others to be in dharma. We want others to do good for us, but we never focus on the bad what we are doing to others. So this must be changed. It's like people's attitude will be something like that. I'll make 1,000 mistakes, but you must forgive me. But if you make one mistake, I can't forgive you. This must not be the attitude of people, right? We should change it. Okay? You can make it, Lokesh. I hope it's a wonderful question, man. Okay? Thanks a lot for this, connecting to this situation. Take it forward. Pyari, good evening. I think last time, okay, we missed your question. So happy to see your question again. Sir, we have thought something we need to do. put some circumstances, it will not, okay, it will not be done, okay. Then what we have to do, sir? Money issues, health issues, then how we have to achieve that, what we want. See, what we achieve, what we don't achieve is temporary. Let's say one thing. You wanted to gain 1 lakh rupees this month. Okay, you gained it. So, is that all for life? You have to again plan for making money next month. You have to again plan for making more money next month, more money next month, next month, next month. Almost all through your life you have to do it. Probably you may plan for getting some 2-3 lakhs this month, but you fail to get it. Okay, that's okay. Next month you have a chance again to succeed, right? So you may fail in that month also, okay, but you again have a chance in the next month, okay, to gain. See, what you need to understand is, whether you succeed or whether you fail, it doesn't matter. But are you developing the ability to make money? So your success or your failure, success must build confidence, failure must teach you a lesson and make your ability stronger. When your ability is getting stronger, automatically one day you will come to a stage wherein you will succeed always. You make money consistently or continuously always. Now I make at least 1 lakh or 1.5 lakh everyone consistently every month. How it's happening? Because there were months even I earned only 2,000 rupees or even 1,000 rupees. And there were months I must have earned, okay, 5 to 10 lakh rupees also. But you need to understand that it is not whether we succeed or whether we fail that is important. Our focus must not be on that, but our focus must be on enhancing the ability so that we have to handle the battle again next month. See, I have an encounter with somebody in building a relation. We should not focus on the disturbance that is created or the pleasure that is created, but we should focus on enhancing the ability that we have within ourselves to relate with people, to build that relation. I may train a students, a batch of students. I may succeed in that, I may fail in that. I must not focus on success or I must not focus on failure, but I must focus on the ability that I need to develop so that I can handle the next batch to come. So probably if I'm handling a batch right now, is that all for me? I need to handle hundreds of batches in future. So my focus should not be on the success what I created, like getting appreciated, feeling proud that I've done a wonderful job. Or if I get a failure from that batch, okay, I should not disappoint myself. I must learn lessons from this. I must build my confidence through this. And I must increase my potential so that I'll face the next challenge in my life greatly. A very simple solution. So don't worry if you are not able to make up some money or do something about it, but check if you are building your ability to do that activity, because this must be done again and again, again and again, again and again. See, you may fail to make yourself happy or keep yourself happy all the day. You may succeed in keeping yourself happy all the day. If you fail or if you succeed, it doesn't matter. Your focus must not be on succeeding or enjoying the success. Your focus must not be on suffering the failure, but your focus must be on, have I grown better? Have I enhanced my potentials? Can I lead my life tomorrow more happily? So let's say today I was suffering for 10 hours and I was happy for 6 hours. Okay, so 10 hours of suffering must teach me wonderful lessons, and 6 hours of happiness must give me wonderful courage and confidence, so that tomorrow I'll come to a stage wherein at least I'll be happy for 10 hours, 10 minutes. Probably 6 hours, 10 minutes, and at least reduce my suffering by 10 minutes. It must be 9 hours, 50 minutes. So it's the potential what you have to focus, because success and failures are forgotten. But what is ultimately created out of you matters. The ultimate creation that comes out of you depends on your potential enhancement. So whatever you are doing, don't worry about success, don't worry about failure. So what matters is, are you enhancing your potentials or not? Are you making yourself a better person or not? Are you making yourself stronger day by day or not? Because you have to encounter these every day. Will you ever dismiss the encounter of earning money? Will you ever dismiss the encounter of keeping yourself happy, building relations, handling your emotions, handling your thoughts? This never leaves you. This will be there for every second of your life. So don't focus on success or failure. So how many times you succeed, how many times you fail doesn't matter. Have you enhanced your potentials? But all the problem what people do is this. So people keep suffering for what they've lost. People keep celebrating for what they've gained and don't focus on enhancing their potentials. When they don't focus on enhancing their potentials, they cannot handle it next time. So next month the target again troubles them. Next month the target again troubles them. So in the process, they make a mess out of their life. They never celebrate their career. But if you have to celebrate your career, you must focus on enhancing your potentials. I hope you got it right, Pyari. Okay. Thanks for your wonderful question. So once you enhance your potentials, you will definitely achieve it, okay? That's what your next question is. How we have to achieve that, what we want. So you will achieve it if you enhance your potentials. See, I might have failed so many times in the process of developing my communication skills. But that's how I made myself potential enough to handle the thing, right? That's what you need to understand. Thank you, Pyari. And Abdul Rasool, good evening, man. So thank you so much for your question. Hope everything is going great with you. So what to do if someone cheats us, especially like partners, sisters, brothers and friends? Should we reciprocate their action or leave them onto their fate? So if someone becomes a robber, would you like to become a robber, man? For that case, just now I told you an example, okay? By you taking poison, you cannot make the other person suffer, right? So that's not the right thing. Rule it out. See one thing. Someone is cheating you. Now check your mindset. You don't want anyone to cheat you. Okay? But why don't you change your mindset in a manner like this? There is an area within you wherein the other person can cheat you. There is an area within you through which the other person can cheat you. Does it need to be corrected or not? You have a disease within you. Do you want it to be cured or not? If not, that's going to take away your life. In a similar manner, there is an area, there is a weakness within you. Okay? In that particular weakness, you can be cheated. And the other fellow is teaching you that you can be cheated in this particular area. So the person who is cheating you is your guru. See, everyone who is troubling you on this earth is your guru. Because they teach you the lessons, what you need to learn. So you must be celebrating if someone cheats you. And if it is your family members, feel wonderful about it. Like brothers and sisters. Because, okay, you're doing something for your family. Your family is teaching you the lessons, what you need to learn. That's it. So don't consider that as cheating. So you enhance yourself in such a manner that you do not have any area where you can be cheated. Then who can cheat you? Think once. So you cannot make the world to be perfect. Okay, I can come to your family, I can talk to your brothers and sisters and make them not to cheat you. But tomorrow, some third person will cheat you. A relation of you will cheat you. A neighbor of you will cheat you. An unknown person will cheat you. Because if you have a lacuna within yourself, a drawback within yourself, it's somehow going to damage you someday or the other. So where the correction must be made. Understand this. So I have to make correction in myself. So every time you are cheated, thank the person who cheated you, because they taught you a lesson that must be learned. See, I used to think that I can create a wonderful resource persons. I can create greatness in people. So in the process, I made some nonsense in my life. But later, I was cheated. And then I learned a lesson that I cannot do anything to people. I can only guide them. It is they who have to create what they want in their life. I can't do it for them. See, initially, I was a kind of guy that if someone says that they have a big dream or they have suffering, so I'll be open to do anything for them. So I was being cheated in the process so many times. So I learned the lesson wonderfully. And later, if someone says that they have a big dream, I'll say all the best. If someone says that they are in suffering, okay, I'll say fight. Learn to overcome it. Because if I help them, let me feed them for a day. I think you remember this proverb. If you give someone a fish, you can satiate his hunger for that day. But if you teach him how to fish, you can satiate his hunger forever, because he has learned how to fish. The same thing is this. Hope you got it, my friend, okay? So don't worry for someone cheating you. So identify that there is an area within you still when people can cheat you. It's a lacuna, it's a gap that must be fulfilled. Okay? It's like in the success ladder of your life, one of the rung of the ladder is missing. So you cannot climb the next ladder. So that's a lacuna that must be filled. And that is what your family members are doing for you. They are constructing that rung. And that's a wonderful thing. Take it. Accept it. So remember the statement what I told you. Okay? Everyone who's creating a trouble for you, everyone who's cheating you, or your gurus, everyone who's creating a kind of pain in you is a guru for you. Okay? He's just teaching you, okay, everything what you want. I hope you got it, Rasool, okay? So don't worry for that. Learn the lessons and start celebrating your life to greatness. Thank you so much for your question. So, Tulsi, thanks for your question, Ra. Why girls are more restricted? They must be secure. Getting married within 25 years, not giving freedom to explore our potentials, including secure job in life. It's not that girls are restricted, because, see, we were living in a society wherein girls were not meant for leading a free life, like creating their own career, creating a job and doing something outside. But they were to take care of the family. Girls were majorly considered to give birth to children and take care of the family forward. So they were more confined to houses than outside. But now there is a shift from that. So women are not confined to four walls of the house. They're not only concentrating on giving birth to children, which is the greatest quality what a woman has, which no one else can do on this earth. So in the process, when they are shifting from one format to the next format, there will be some ups and downs. There is a transformation wherein people living in four walls. See, initially, a girl used to get married by 6 years, and they were taken to the bridegroom's house, and she will live there. Because at 6 years itself, she was taken, means she was there for handling the family, that's it. She was considered to take care of that house. Now there is a shift in the thinking of the people, and now people are moving out. In the process, there is not a complete shift in the minds of people. See, I don't think that initially a girl in a village knows something about salwar kameez, Punjabi dress. So I know all the girls in the village, they used to wear some half sari or traditional dresses. Now there is a shift in their dressing. Slowly, you can see, even if you go to a remote village, we can see people wearing salwar kameez, Punjabi dresses. So, wearing a jeans and a top was a fashion in Hyderabad, metropolitan cities and all. So, we never saw anyone wearing those in towns or villages. But even if you go to a remote village today, you can see girls, okay, wearing some modern dresses. So probably if you go to metropolitan cities, very advanced places, girls may be wearing even middies. And we may not find that, okay, in towns and villages, but that also becomes a trend in future. People will learn it. So this is like a transformation from one phase to the another. We are in a generation wherein that transformation is happening. See, just 20 years back, if you just enter into an engineering classroom, I don't think that there will be any girl student. And almost 50 to 70 years back, a girl was not allowed to do medicine even. She was considered unfit to do medicine. But now there is no restriction. We can see more ladies, okay, who are doctors. And even if you go to an engineering college, initially civil engineering or electrical engineering, were profiles which people used to think that a girl cannot handle. But she is into driving. She is into every profile business. So slowly women is entering into that transformation. Once the transformation is made totally, then there will not be any restrictions on all. The biggest fight is this. See, I think when we can go through the life of Karna is such a fantastic person with wonderful abilities, wherein Krishna directly told to Arjuna that you cannot fight Karna. And if you both stay in a war, Karna is going to win. He is more great than you. So Karna had the power to kill anyone in the Pandava kingdom. And he was such a powerful warrior that he could win the entire battle single-handedly. But still nothing favored in his life. Karna did not have a wonderful lifetime. He had to get in touch with critical people. He had to do all nonsense in his life. And ultimately die in the battlefield, okay, with no purpose being served. Only he was used for destroying evil. Lived on the evil side. So, a great person lived a tragic life because of one particular reason. That is, he was born before his mother got married. So when a child is born before marriage, automatically he doesn't have the support of parents comfortably, so his life will become a disaster. Though he is potential, capable enough, he is extraordinary, he cannot lead a wonderful life. So that guilt that is there within him as to, he doesn't know who his parents are, and he's not born to a right person, he's not born to a Kshatriya or something like this. This will really make them worry to such an extent that they cannot lead a comfortable life. And that's the biggest challenge. So, initial days, when a relation builds between a boy and a girl, and if that leads to pregnancy, there was no question of abortion, or there was no question of medicines which can protect that. So if something happens like that, an orphan will be born who will not be cared by anyone, and that orphan will destroy the society in future, because if a child is grown in love, that fellow spreads love all through his life. But if a child is grown in hatred, that fellow will have hatred towards society. Society alone teaches everything for a child. So imagine a child who is an orphan, hated by everyone, and grown in society with hatred. He becomes a criminal, a hardcore criminal, and damages the society greatly. So people did not want this to happen. So that is the reason why people used to restrict women in those days greatly. And that is the reason why they used to even go for Sati Sagamanam, wherein when a husband dies, okay, they used to even burn the women along with that. If husband dies, okay, women is taken off with all the ornaments, okay, decorative things, and She shaved, head was completely shaved, and she had to wear only pale colored dresses so that she doesn't look beautiful or attractive for others, so that no mistake happens. So this is one particular point for which women was restricted seriously, because there is every chance of them having that challenge. But science is advanced these days, and it has come to a stage wherein we can protect ourselves from that. The number of orphans has reduced now. Even American culture was having the biggest torture with this only almost 30-40 years back. America had a lot of disasters just because plenty of orphans. At least there is a strong culture wherein most of the people in America adopt children. So they'll not mostly give birth to children, but they'll adopt children. And all the people who were adopted was this. And that culture was brought in that land because they did not want to develop orphans. Even Ashoka or Mahatma Gandhi, all these people fought for non-violence just because if a person dies in a war, his family becomes, without a husband, a male supporter, then automatically there is every chance of women doing a mistake, and through that, getting an illegal child grows in hatred, and he is going to damage the society greatly. And this damage will be for the entire society, not for one or two. So that is the reason why our culture made people to restrict all these things and put them in a positive zone. I hope you understand this. So now that transformation is there and people are given freedom, they are getting educated, they are designing the lives of their choice, they are knowing what life is, what marital life is, everything. They are free to choose, but still, as I told you, in cities people may not care for all this, but when it comes to villages, that culture did not come to that extent, people did not develop that much maturity. Still they are having the same maturity what their parents have given to them, and they will be living with the same strategy, not much exposed to the world. So they may be communicating like that, but I think we can educate them, and at least we have a scope wherein we can convince them and take life forward. So we need to understand why something happens in the society, then everything goes in place. Sagar, good evening, men. How do you measure success? Will money show our success? How the money is related to happiness in life, professionally? Success is all about being happy all the 24 hours of the day. So if you are happy, see, whatever may be the thing that is happening in the external world, if it does not have an impact on you, so the other person's behavior, other person's communications, other person's actions, are neither going to excite you nor going to disturb you, then you are in a happy state. See, happiness is not having any kind of sorrow within you, that's it, right? So if you don't have anything to worry, then you are happy. Right now I don't have anything to worry, I'm happy. So if I have something to worry, I'll be influenced into it, that's it. So if you can keep yourself happy all the 24 hours of the day, then automatically you're a successful person. So success measured in terms of money is a foolish thing, because no rich person said that I'm happy, I'm peaceful. Probably he may be considered better than the other fellow, but definitely he's not a happy man, he's not a peaceful man. So people can give away anything in life, but they can't give their happiness, they can't give their peace. So is there anyone on earth, who says that I don't want peace, I don't want happiness? Probably everyone craves for happiness and peace. That's the ultimate thing, what they really long for. So why they crave for happiness and peace is this? Because without that, life doesn't look complete. So always calculate success in terms of being happy all the 24 hours of the day. So if you need to be happy, you have to take out every negative emotion that is there within you. So negative emotion can be taken off with negative thoughts. So you have to observe every single thought that is there within them and go for modification of that. So when every single negative thought is being rectified, being modified, then we will be a happy man. So probably I started culturing my mind, cultivating some good things in my mind, started changing my mindset, started putting some kind of positive thoughts within me. But still, there are occasions, there are situations wherein I will be challenged with negative thoughts. The blessing is, initially when I had that negative thought influence, that used to take a long time to come out of that. But now I come out of it in a very short time, probably 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Okay, it will not take a pretty long time. Okay, and still I don't say that I'm complete. I don't know how many more years it's going to take for me wherein I'll come to a stage wherein I'll put myself at peace every second of my life. Okay, so never calculate success in terms of money. Money is a byproduct for a happy man. If you are happy all the 24 hours of the day, you have no negative quality within you. When you have no negative quality within you, automatically your thinking is crystal clear. When your thinking is crystal clear, you create whatever you want from your subconscious mind. But all the problem for people today is, they're not happy, they are in worry. When they are in worry, they cannot think good. They cannot think positive thoughts. When they can't think positive thoughts, automatically they give negative thoughts to the subconscious mind or negative instructions to the subconscious mind. And subconscious mind starts creating nonsense out of their lives. So they are inviting more and more trouble, right? Not comfort. So that's not the question. Learn to be happy and money follows. Money is just a byproduct. It comes. Like yesterday Gauri was saying, okay, if you jump into water, your body getting wet is mandatory. Remaining things, forget about it. Once you jump into water, your body definitely gets wet. Okay, in a similar manner, once you are happy, okay, definitely everything follows in your life. And among that, money will come. So first learn to be enthusiastic in life. Learn to be excited. Learn to be happy. Learn to be excitement or enthusiasm is nothing but thinking positive things always. When you have positive thoughts within yourself always, you are enthusiastic, you are excited. When you are in excitement, when you are in enthusiastic state, everything happens greatly around you. Just observe, okay? Observe the time wherein you were enthusiastic. Observe the time wherein you were excited. In excitement, in enthusiasm, okay, you create a wonderful energy out of yourself and you create something fantastic. But with negative thoughts within you, missing that excitement, missing that enthusiasm within yourself, if you start doing something, you cannot create greatness out of it. See, I think yesterday we just had our 16th anniversary celebration and the program went fantastic. It's just because of the enthusiasm and excitement what we carried within ourselves. But if we had negative thought process within ourselves, we must not have created that greatly, right? And that's what we need to understand. That's it, nothing else than this. So learn to have positive thoughts within yourself always. Focus on enhancing your thought process into positive ones. So automatically you're a happy guy. When you are a happy guy, your thinking is crystal clear. When your thinking is crystal clear, you know what you want and you exactly put the seeds of what you want into your subconscious mind. It sprouts and happens. So a confused mind can never put proper seeds in the soil. Most of the people don't cultivate any crop because they are in confusion. But a clear person with a clear mind will cultivate a wonderful crop, not bothering about the challenges that he is going to encounter. So you need to have a clear mind in order to create what you want in life. For that, you have to enhance your perception and you have to identify all the negative qualities that you have within yourself and learn to be happy every second of your life. And all these things will follow. Is there any bigger punishment than question of inner voice? Oh, sorry, just a second. How the money is related to happiness in life professionally? Money only gives comfort. But comfort is again an addiction, right? If you have it, you're cool. If not, it's going to trouble you. See, for example, you have money. You can eat it in a better place. You can eat with better ambience. You can have an air-conditioned room and eat there. You can sit on a comfortable dining table and eat a rich one in a costly plate. Better rice, better cook, better products, so better taste. Okay. But money always gives luxury for you. Okay, but luxury is an addiction. If you have it, it's wonderful. If not, one thing. Second, our mind always seeks for more. Suppose you started eating in a mud plate, let's say. So you start becoming rich. Now you will prefer for a metal plate. Let's consider something like silver plate, okay. So it's more luxury. Will the mind settle with that? No, it will look for a steel plate. So you start eating in a steel plate because it's much comfortable and it's much good to look at. Is that going to stop out? Your mind seeks for more. Now it wants a silver plate. So once you go for a silver plate, it wants a golden plate. And once you go for a golden plate, you want a spoon in golden, you want the dishes to be in golden, you want the dining table to be in golden, you want the vessels that are used for cooking to be in golden. Mind always seeks more. So money definitely creates luxury, but luxury is an addiction. And that addiction will have a disease. That is, mind wants more. So where you are going to settle yourself? See, probably, when I was a kid, we used to sleep on a cot where we used to spread one bed sheet and sleep. Having a bed sheet on a cot to sleep was considered richness. So later, slowly, we started getting mattresses and pillows, and the size of that mattress started increasing. Now you can see a mattress from this size, so it has gone to this size. But I feel shocked. Tomorrow probably they might go for an underground digging and they'll create a bed wherein that will be of 10 feet or 100 feet height, and that is considered to be a very comfortable bed. That makes no sense, right? Does the man get settled with anything? Initially, man used to sleep on trees, but slowly man got into a house, a normal house. Now he's constructing duplex house, that house, this house. But does the mind of a man settle at one particular point and say that this is it, you have all the comfort, stop? This never happens. You need to understand this. So money can only buy luxury for us, and luxury is an addiction because mind does not settle with that, it seeks for more. Probably a woman has money, goes for purchasing dresses, purchases 5 dresses, 10 dresses, 20 dresses, 30 dresses. Where is the full stop for this? I have 20 good dresses, done. I don't need any good dress in my life. Can she end up with that? No. Luxury will never get settled. The same thing is with the tongue, the same thing is with the ears, the same thing is with skin. So if you are sitting in a cushion, okay, you want to sit in a better cushion, still better cushion, still better cushion. So initially, I remember when we went to a theater, we used to sit on sand, okay, we used to sit on floor. So that was considered the best place to sit. But now we have got sofas, we have a very luxurious place, okay, comfortable air conditioned around. But man's mind does not settle there, right? So money buys luxuries. And luxury is an addiction. Whatever you give to your mind, okay, the mind does not settle. It will ask for more, it will ask for more. So it's better not to get into that luxurious world. See, for man who sleeps on a mattress, on a mat, sorry, not a mattress, on a mat, okay, with nothing, you're not giving any kind of luxury to your body. So where is the question of your mind to ask for more? So if I don't wear chappals and walk with a bare foot, there's nothing worse than that. So mind cannot seek more. But if I wear a 100 rupees chappal, imagine, now my mind starts looking at luxury in this. So barefooted, now I'm with 100 rupees chappals. Will my mind settle there? It wants to buy 200 rupees, something more cushionable. Then shoes, that kind of shoes, that kind of shoes. So it keeps on purchasing next shoes, next model, next. Now, where it is going to end? So that takes off your peace. That takes off your happiness. And it looks senseless not to crave for that. I hope you understand this. So, I don't think that money can give happiness, okay, because money can give luxury, but luxury is an addiction. So once you are more luxurious, so automatically, okay, your mind seeks for more and you will be in that fantasy. Like people who buy cars or vehicles or houses, I keep seeing them, okay, they always want some modification to be there, something more. No settlement in that. And they never enjoy it. So for a man who is top to, who is at the bottom, doesn't seek for any kind of luxury, he's always happy because his mind does not want more. His mind does not seek for more. So still sit on the floor and eat. So no question of me looking out for comfort. I sleep on floor, no question of comfort. I love to walk, okay, than even ride my bike. So when we are with the very fundamental things, I don't think that we look for luxury. I hope you can understand that, Sagar, okay. Thanks for a wonderful question, man. So Gokul, nice to have your question, man. So we are missing you. So you got busy with your education. That's a good thing. Carry on, okay? Have to be happy every moment, sir. I think it's related to this, okay? So you need to keep observing your thoughts. So once you keep observing your thoughts, okay, and change them to an extent wherein they'll create some kind of happiness for you always, then you will be happy. And in order to develop that kind of thing, you need to enhance your knowledge. You need to gain knowledge. So that is the reason why we keep telling you that, okay, don't always feed your stomach. Start feeding your mind too. So when you start feeding your mind, so at least 3 times a day, for 20 minutes, probably 60 minutes, 1 hour if you feed your mind with some positive information every day, then automatically you will get wonderful thoughts. And the thoughts will keep you happy always. See, if I didn't know about all the strategies, what I had to develop within myself, just imagine, can I keep myself happy always? It's only the knowledge that I've learned and implemented that's keeping me happy always. So keep developing knowledge, that'll keep you happy always. Sorry for not attending anniversary program, okay? Hey, it's cool, man, okay? You can just watch it, we have it live. So today technology has come to a state wherein whether you are present there or not, okay, you can watch it, okay? Definitely we missed you, but sorry, we thought about you, but we look forward for your convenience, okay, more than this. No issue, Gokul. Thanks. And there's another question, is there any bigger punishment than the question of inner voice? No, inner voice never creates any kind of punishment. Inner voice keeps telling us exactly where we are doing a mistake. Inner voice keeps warning us that this is not the right thing to do. So, but what is troubling us is the negative thought that is coming up, because inner voice does not have connection with an emotion. But a thought has a connection with an emotion. So if you have a negative thought within you, see, inner voice is like the voice of God. Let's say, I do a mistake, and I point out, like someone made me get irritated. So in the process, I point at them and start thinking that this fellow has done this, that and all, and that has created a lot of nonsense in my life. So I will be in a consistent state of negative thoughts, and they'll be torturing me, they'll be worrying me. So after some time, slowly the inner voice starts saying, okay, so why you are taking it like that? Why can't you take it with a positivity? Isn't there a mistake from your side? So probably whenever I get irritated about my wife, because that is the only area wherein I get mostly irritated. So irritated about my wife, pointing at some negative thing within her, my mind comes up with a lot of nonsense. It gives a lot of negative thoughts. And that negative thoughts flow will be in such a manner that I get so irritated, and I even think of leaving everything and moving off from this place. Then slowly the inner voice comes out and say that, okay, so you've learned to accept things. You've learned to forgive. But why you are not able to forgive here? Why you are not able to accept here? Even now, in the afternoon, I was just telling about an incident, okay, about his brother. In that situation also, my inner voice started saying, okay, so if she has more love towards her brother, you need to be proud of that. So why you are worrying about it? Why you are not able to accept her in the same manner? So inner voice gives us the truth. It tells us where we are doing a mistake. It tells us if you are selfish. It tells us if you are jealous. It tells us if you are doing a mistake. So inner voice will always come up with judgment. A right conclusion for us, okay, wherein we have to understand the reality. But all the torture comes from the thought process, okay, because thoughts come from memory. See, every time there is a negative impact on our mind, some incident creates a negative impact on us, immediately memory gets activated, imagination gets activated. So one side imagination is also a memory, because imagination will come out of a memory. Let's say in a situation happens wherein someone is in love with a girl and he fails in that, in sense, okay, as you call, breakup happens, and he has seen lot of movies wherein the hero becomes a mad fellow. That fellow gets addicted to drinking, okay. He walks on beaches and he struggles, he suffers, okay. He grows his beard, okay. He'll have a dog in his hand and move on road, and he does all kind of nonsense. This imagination gets into his mind and comes up with more and more negative thoughts. And memories will be there, okay. Memories, all the negative memories will come up. And this thought process will generate emotions, negative emotions, because negative thoughts create negative emotions, worry, disturbance, disappointment, irritation, frustration, what I can say, anger, all these negative emotions creep in. This negative emotions create pain for us. So it is the thought that is consistently happening. So it's like when we sing a song or when we listen to a song continuously for 5-10 minutes, automatically our mind starts singing that. Whenever I free, I've been listening to Jai Janardana song, okay. That song lingers in my mind, that keeps on coming to my mind, because most of the time I'm listening to that song right now. So in a similar manner, it is your thoughts, okay, that come up with consistent flow, and thoughts arouse emotions in us. So thought is related with an emotion, and emotion creates pain, and that is the reason why we suffer. So what we need to handle is the thought. Okay, when we handle the thought, we handle emotions. When we handle emotions, our energies are handled. When our energies are handled, our body is handled. So when all these 4 things are in balance, our life is in balance. So inner voice is the voice of God. It always tells the right things. But all the negative information that comes up is from the mind, okay. Imagination and memory, this will make the mind to think. If you are in a negative field, all negative thoughts. If you are in a positive field, all positive thoughts. So with positive thoughts, positive emotion, life is a celebration. With negative thoughts, okay, negative emotions, and we create pain in that. And pain is the torturous thing. Pain again makes us to go with the negative thought process, and negative thought process creates again worry within us. Inner voice doesn't create that. So how to control our emotions? Taslim, so morning I was just watching a movie in that totally tells about this, okay. Emotion is the enemy of the God. So God does not like emotions. So emotion is the resultant of a negative thought or a positive thought. So we have positive emotions and negative emotions. Everything is an outcome of a thought. See, we are not supposed to have negative emotions, never have, or even positive emotions also. We have to leave this emotional state totally. In order to leave this emotional state totally, we have to make our mind not to think about anything. So that is the reason why silence is going to be the best thing in life. And that is what Ramana Maharshi or every great one on this earth has developed. So to control your emotions, you have to handle your thoughts. Okay. So thoughts can be handled. First, don't think about silencing your thoughts totally, but think about feeding some good information to your mind. If you feed your stomach with good food, probably a very good food you have taken, then you'll feel light, you feel like jumping, you feel like dancing, you feel as if you're flying in the air. But you dump your stomach with nonsensical food. You see, like yesterday, we have broken a coconut and that water was placed in a glass, and yesterday it was done, okay. It was one day later. I just took that coconut water this morning, and that created a lot of irritation in my stomach. A very less quantity of coconut water, but even now when I thought about it, okay, it's creating a lot of disturbance within me. So when you feed your stomach with negative stuff, okay, it creates disturbance. In a similar manner, your mind is fed with negative information. What you see, what you listen, what you speak. If you can have control of this and put some good thoughts in your mind, then automatically, okay, your emotions will be good. So emotion is like a plant that grows out of the soil, but thought is the seed. Okay, so if you have good thoughts in your mind, emotions will be good. So feed your mind with good thoughts. Go through the life stories of successful people. Listen to success stories. Listen to positive information. Probably you have been listening to this session for the past 1 hour. You must be getting a lot of positive inputs into your mind. Your mind must be thinking positively. So as your mind is fed with something positive and is thinking positively, then automatically what happens? You are having pleasant feeling and pleasant thoughts, and they are creating positive emotions only. They are not creating negative emotions in your mind, right? So when you are feeding your mind with good information, you are creating positive seeds, and that they are being planted in the subconscious mind. And in future, they'll turn out to a beautiful garden, and you will be experiencing all good emotions in life. So take care of your thoughts, then automatically your emotions will be taken care of. Emotion is something that cannot be handled, but we can handle our thoughts. So we can handle our thoughts by feeding it with some good stuff. That's it. Okay. Hope you got it, Taslim. Thanks a lot for your question. Thank you so much, guys. It was a wonderful session. So I learned a lot of things. I gave clarity about a lot of things. So to put a small revision on it, let me come up with one, two, three things, okay, what I've told you. So for Pyari's question, I just told you, okay, it's not the success or it's not the failure that matters, because this keeps happening and we have to keep doing this always in life. So focus on enhancing your potentials. So your success must build confidence that will make you work more and build your potential. Your failure must teach you lessons. So learning that lessons, okay, you'll work more. Automatically you'll build your potential. when you grow in your potentials, okay, you can play with the activity because you have a skill and you can make it happen. And for what Sagar has asked, okay, I just told you, right? So money can only buy luxuries. Okay, luxury is a addiction. Mind never gets settled to it. And mind consistently wants more. In the process, you will never be happy. So the last question what Tulsi has asked, okay, inner voice never troubles us. It is a thought that troubles us. So your thought is troubling you because your memory is not good. Your imagination is not good. So if you change your thoughts, if you change your memory, if you change your imagination, automatically your thinking changes. When your thinking changes, your emotions change. When your emotions change, your energies change. When your energies change, your life changes. Okay. So inner voice always comes up with the right information. But most of the people confuse their thoughts with inner voice. Inner voice is the voice of God. God speaks with you. He speaks the right things. And most of the answers what I've told now are from my inner voice. I calmed my mind. I did not allow my mind to think. In one or two situations, I made my mind to think. At that time I spoke something. I did not know what I spoke. I wanted to connect with that. And then again, I got back to the class. In 2-3 situations, I influenced my mind. When my mind gets influenced, okay, I'll not do what I really have to do. But I'm in the influence of my inner voice. Okay, He speaks wonderfully. So God speaks through us. God answers through us. And He's right always. But the memory what we put in our mind, okay, that creates all the confusion through our thinking, driving negative emotions which drive pain for it. Inner voice never creates pain because that's right. Probably our mind will not accept the inner voice, but if not today, someday we have to accept the inner voice and go with it. Inner voice tells what is right, what is truth, and we need to just take it forward. So happy that I could even revise 2-3 things today, an improvement in myself, because I'm building a relationship with myself greatly. Even I've learned some lessons. I told you, right? Everyone who is troubling you on this earth, okay, remember they are your gurus and they are making your life better. Thank them for that. And thank you so much, guys, for your support, for your questions, and for your time. Okay? Celebrate the love in you. Keep going. Thank you so much.